Welcome back to Odyssey News. I am Mike Odyssey, and this is video 2 of the day because we have a breaking news update to give you guys regarding Switch 2. More information surfaced regarding its power and more details here that we're going to go over right now.
Welcome to the Odyssey, hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
Very quickly, before we get into this, I'm trying to get to 50K by the end of October. If you could help by hitting that subscribe button and clicking that bell for notifications so you don't miss another Switch 2 update video. Alright, so we are reporting here on source mynintendonews.com, and this says Activision had a meeting with Nintendo president in December. Switch 2 similar in power to Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Okay, so basically, we've heard so many different versions of how powerful this console really is, and right now, apparently, according to Activision, all right, and some sources who heard from Activision, this is how powerful it really is. Let's go ahead and read here to get more information. So, more information has come to light about Activision and Nintendo and the next generation platform, which sounds very much like a Nintendo Switch 2, and it's widely expected to launch in 2024. The Verge reports today that the Activision heads met with Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa and other executives in a conference back in December of 2022 to talk about the successor to the Nintendo Switch console. The news was shared in new redacted documents which played a part in the Xbox deal to acquire Activision Blizzard. Nintendo's next generation consoles was described as closer to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One performance. Activision executives, including CEO Bobby Kotick, met with Nintendo president in December of 2022 to discuss a next generation Switch. In an internal email chain, Chris Somethingberg, head of Activision's platform strategy and partner relations, prepared a summary of the Switch NG, Switch Next Generation, instead of documenting level NG Switch draft PDF. So basically, this is the code name they're using within themselves, within Activision and Nintendo. NG Switch. Switch NG, Next Generation. Of course, that stands for, but it's not that that's really the actual name they're going by. But here we have the document is heavily redacted, but it does reveal that that performance of the next generation Switch is to be close of that of a PS4 and Xbox One. Now, here is where I kind of debunk this entire statement of it being close to an Xbox One and a PS4, okay? First thing, the PS4 and Xbox One came out in the year 2013. In the year 2013, we were still using hard drives. Hard drives are basically storage that runs on a disc, okay, like a CD. So PlayStation 4 and Xbox One had hard drives, these massive hard drives where you stored your games, and they had very slow reading speeds. And so in reality, the loading times that games took back in the day in PS4 time and Xbox One had to do with the hard drive and not the actual internals of the GPU, CPU, you know, the brain of the Xbox One and PS4. It had to do with the hard drive. Now, taking that into effect, let's say Nintendo goes with the newer SSD or M.2 drives that we have now, right? This means that load speeds will disappear. No loading time, okay? How fast does a game run? That will disappear because the newer hard drives that current consoles have, they, of course, from 2013 to 2023 is 10 years of technology that we have advanced. And if we put this together with with the other leak where Nintendo actually kind of displayed the loading times for a game like Breath of the Wild, and there was a statement stating that there was no loading time, then again, you can't compare this to the PS4 or Xbox One, just because only with hardware, only with the hard drive, there's a massive improvement in performance. All right, so let's move on to the actual, hardware itself, right? CPU, GPU. Nintendo is not going to use a GPU and CPU from 2013. I mean, the CPU they use for the Switch was from 2014. They're not going to go back 1 year and put that on the Switch 2. We know they're working with NVIDIA, okay? NVIDIA to produce a custom chip for the Nintendo Switch, all right? And that together with that DLSS technology that basically was only present on PC back in the day till now, it's now available for consoles. Nintendo is taking this new technology, all right? And they're using the 3.1 version of the DLSS to upscale the games and make them look and run a lot faster. Now all this technology did not exist or was not used in consoles back in 2013. All right, when you put this all together, you cannot compare a PlayStation 4 to the Switch 2 console. Not even close. I will tell you, and I will guarantee you, that when you take a PS4 and you put it next to the Nintendo Switch 2 and you try to do a comparison, Nintendo Switch 2 will blow those consoles out of the park, and in handheld mode, okay? In handheld mode. So this is why this statement a little bit bothers me, just because whoever is talking, whoever is making these statements are not really putting in consideration how far we've come in the last 10 years. Because a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are 10-year-old consoles. They came out in the year 2013. This is 10 years later. And so when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, whomever is comparing it to the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 really has to eat their socks, because they're not really, they are not talking coherently and talking as if with the technology that we have now available to us for these consoles. I want to know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you guys feel about this information. I do not doubt that when it comes to power, it's let's say the base power of the Switch, the base power will be PlayStation 4, Xbox Series 1 or Xbox One, right? But when it comes to the added technology, the newer technology that is added to these consoles, this is where the difference is. This is where the leaps are. Nintendo is taking a different route to the same power that the current generation or next gen games have without going all hardware, okay? This is what they're doing, guys. Nintendo is just taking a smarter route, because they see this way. Why would we sacrifice our handheld portable console, by just doing hardware, when we could do a lot with AI and software, upscaling, and keep this portable console and provide a handheld experience and a docked experience, which will literally blow everybody out of the park. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm going to leave it here, and I'll let you guys tell me what your thoughts are below in the comments. I'll see you in the next awesome adventure here at the Odyssey. But before I let you go, I got 2 things I need to let you know. Number 1, never give up. And number 2, journey on. Peace.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Z, no blade. Drive like Mario, we on a new wave. Never slow down, winners don't need no brakes. And we won't fade, our shine gets greater. Staying on the ball like Pokemon trainers. From the nest to the Wii, we dangerous. You can button mash, but it